It's a road game, and we've got...
Guys, Paul George has made a...
Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. A rare treat tonight, C-Web, the marquee matchup between two of the best centers in the game.
Well, how about that? I love it. You know, the league has been trending toward medium-height players that can switch endlessly, those type of things. And don't get me wrong, I love the evolution of the game. But now we get the old heavyweight title match. This is what we love, the banging in the paint, the elbows, the jump hooks, the dunks, the rebounds. But for those teams that have a legit anchor inside, it can always be a big advantage. Let's see who imposes their will tonight.
It'll be fun to watch. Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The forwards, George and Grant. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's Adams in at the 5 spot. The shot by Chandler, wide open. A three-pointer is right on target. Chandler's got his first 3 points of the game. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. It's a 3-point game. It's George on the wing, defended by Butler. Shot on the way. It's good. George has got his first basket.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity, and Embiid throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Poked away. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And stolen by Simmons. And Adams sends it back. Here's Westbrook. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, good interior D there. Prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly. Then with the quick reaction time.
Outside Butler. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can't give any space to Butler. Vicious at penetrating to the rack and then drawing the contact. And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character. Has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And so Butler nails both of them. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
In the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
This is what a point guard should do. Simmons is so adept at noticing when the defense is overcommitted.
Outside Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Fires for 3. It's good from long range.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Simmons. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Westbrook against Simmons. Westbrook finds Adams. Shoots over Embiid. The shot in Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Butler attacking, buries it down low.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Trailing by 2. George with the ball. Now defended by Embiid. George, no good.
That's a nice defensive effort. Sticking right up on him, affecting the shot.
The Thunder went into free agency with a lot of question marks, but ended having a big summer.
Able to retain Paul George, and that was the first and largest key. Getting a player like Noel for cheap was also a big help for this group. The Thunder were at a fork in the road last season, but this team now as dangerous as ever.
The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. You know, you watch Ben Simmons play, and it isn't a surprise, Chris, that he's a threat to go off for a triple-double every time he suits up.
And Simmons is going to have a lot of triple-doubles in his career. Great size and a knack for the ball when it comes to rebounding.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And really, whether you're up or down, it's a game of adjustments.
Well, yeah, he might have seen something he wants to exploit, but we'll see what they run coming out of this.
And the Thunder with some changes. Patterson comes in for Jeremy Grant, and Abrinas subbed in for Ferguson. Thunder trailing by 4. And here's Westbrook. Fires from deep. Oklahoma City gets it back. George looking around, and there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul. 76ers on defense. Westbrook passes to George. Shot clock at 5. Over Butler.
And you got to admire the tough-nosed nature of Butler, not allowing scorers to get comfortable when he's on.
And it's sent back by George. Simmons finds Embiid. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid.
The first one falls.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
He doesn't get the second one. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Simmons.
Oh, come on. Did you see that? Did you see that? The versatility of Simmons is astounding, amazing, impressive. Dunks like this are just insane.
Here's Schroeder. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Philadelphia bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best. Russell Westbrook is surly disposition on the court, but he talks about
throughout the years I've been trying to find.
You can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take on the 76ers so far?
Well, already in the first period, they found ways to get this offense ramped up.
Well, yeah, small lead so far, but it's building fast, and they better watch out.
Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. And it's Butler in at the small forward. That's the group for Philadelphia to start the second quarter. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, you see the athleticism George had on that dunk. It's so quick and explosive. Gets to the rim in an instant.
And Ben Simmons, who missed the first season in the NBA with an injury. Boy, Greg, was he worth the wait.
And you knew he'd be a special kind of player after being taken first overall. But he is so unique in how great of a player he is. His ability to command attention on offense without having a great outside shot really is something you just don't see in today's NBA.
Nerlens Noel checks in for Oklahoma City. Patterson comes in for Terrence Ferguson. Out of bounds, it'll be 76ers ball.
Well, that's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for George. And Simmons kicks to Redick. Goes back up. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And he's not going to pass up that one. And trust me, he should. He's solid from that in-between there.
Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Now Butler. He's guarded by Schroeder. Right side, Butler. Chandler outside. Back to Butler. 4 on the clock. The shot comes out, and it's Oklahoma City the other way. Schroeder surveying the floor. And stolen by Simmons. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, the quick hands of Simmons. He's great at realizing when to risk going after steal.
And you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Muscala's checked in. Here's Abrinas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Noel throws it down.
Oh, he caught him in stride with the lead pass. Now, that was timing.
The 76ers leading by 6. And Chris, with the way the 76ers have taken huge steps forward, what should the expectations be for this team the next few years?
I wouldn't be surprised, Kevin, if they were competing for a title in a few seasons. I mean, they have a very flexible cap to improve their roster, and anything less than that, I think, should be viewed as a disappointment.
And stolen by Simmons. The finish, and Simmons slams it in.
You better stay with Simmons, especially on the break. He's dangerous. He leaks out, and he's going to cash in.
And so it's Schroeder with the ball. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 8-point game. And stolen by Simmons. Left side, Redick. Butler kicks to Simmons. Outside, Redick. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Noel. It's out the key. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
A problem inside. That's what he is. Once Simmons gets the ball in the positioning that he wants, he goes for the throwdown.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. With shooting at such a premium in today's game, let's talk aesthetics. Chris, for your money, the prettiest jump shot you think going in the league right now?
There's 4 that come to mind and one guy that doesn't play in the league anymore. Let's go with Klay Thompson. You know he can knock it down. Probably the best catch-shoot guy in the league. Now you got to go to Bradley Beal.
Beautiful stroke.
And Ray Allen. Oh, they had 2 of the prettiest strokes you've ever seen. Steph Curry, the flea flicker, how quick it is pure, but I got to add one person. Steph Curry's dad. He had a pretty jump shot, too.
Dell Curry.
Oh, yeah. And I played against Dell, and it was so quick and so similar to Steph's shot. Anytime I see Steph, I think of his dad. I used to tell Steph a couple years ago, I think your dad can still shoot better than you, but I think he's proving me wrong.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Alden.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Westbrook finds George. Misses the 3.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falls. Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Stolen by George. Fires from deep. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, I mean, is not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of a facilitator.
The shot from 20 feet away. It's Butler that time on the assist by Simmons. That's 12 points for Butler.
And you got to love seeing Butler pull up from here. His jumper is a big part of his offensive game.
In the corner, George with it. Beyond the arc. Second chance shot, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Philadelphia 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Boy, a lot of energy in this arena. Big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 12 points and 1 steal. First 2 quarters from him were fun to watch. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
The first thing to say is, what's up with the turnovers? Jeez. You can live with some missed shots and stuff like that, but you can't keep turning the ball over. It's crushing for a team. It just saps all your confidence when you play a half like that, Ernie. Ugh.
And that's going to do it for...
As we return to Philadelphia, we give you a scenic view of the downtown skyline of this terrific city. A stunning sight. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Oh, well, they've done a good job of letting the game come to them, and really few forced shots here so far.
Terrific first half on offense. This is how you draw it up. We'll see if they can maintain that efficiency going forward.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Patterson is the 4 with Adams in the middle. On the wings, Abrinas and George. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now Butler. Simmons on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. Good. It's Johnson with the assist that time. Simmons got 14.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Westbrook missing again.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 5 points now this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And Chris, you spent time here with the 76ers in your career and led them to a postseason run. How much does the city bond when that happens?
Well, I tell you what, I love my time with Philly. I mean, I was injured late in my career, and I got so much love. If you play hard, they'll give you love. If you play hard, they'll respect you. I mean, seeing that here with both the 76ers and their football team, how they go all out, how they give you that love, and their baseball team. I mean, they were 3rd in attendance, and fans don't get enough credit for their love of the team. Yeah, they could be cruel at times, but when you win, they love you, and they go all out.
And he nails the 3rd. Philadelphia leading by 18. There's Jackson with the 3. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Korkmaz. Pocket 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot over George. Korkmaz, no good. Thunder trailing by 18. To the paint. It's stolen by Muscala. In the corner, George with it. Knocks it loose. And now Philadelphia on the break. Here's Korkmaz. That one goes in. Korkmaz has got his 2nd bucket.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
And Adams with the slam.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Muscala drills it from outside. Muscala's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you know what? I like Johnson's unselfishness, ready and willing to move it to the open man.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. You know, see, we've spoken before about the skills that were hardest for you to develop. What parts of your game were the easiest to strengthen and fine-tune?
Wow, that's a great question, Kev. I have to think about that. The easiest. Well, I would say for me it was whatever I was doing well in college, and so that was on the post, on the right block, stealing James Worthy's spin move. It was easier to get a little bit quicker in that because now I got to see him use it and do it to me. It was easier to have my jump shot start to get in the place that I wanted it to as a rookie. But why? Because I had one of the greatest shooters of all time, Chris Mullin, there to sit and practice with. And so when you have a great shooter and a mentor like him, it's easier because they explain it to you, and then not only do they explain how to do it, they show you through their work ethic. And so for me, it was pretty easy in those areas because I had a great mentor in Chris Mullin.
I love that story. Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got 5.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
To the paint. Here's Adams. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
He has still not missed a shot. Where could they be today without him?
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. With the fadeaway.
The defensive effort that time by Johnson, I mean, that's his game.
Pass to Korkmaz. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Here's Adams, and good. He got the English that time as it falls. Adams has got 8 points here in this quarter. Kicks it to Muscala. Now the pass to Korkmaz. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Pass to Ferguson. No one near him. The 76ers leading by 20. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Dennis Schroeder. The 76ers have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
The 76ers making a switch here. Thunder trailing by 21. Here's Luwawu. And it's McConnell with the rebound. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Redick with the bucket.
Exceptional in shooting off the pass. Redick's rapid-fire release often comes in handy.
Schroeder passes to Adams. Shoots over Embiid. The Thunder with another miss.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. We'll return shortly. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here, looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feet. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. J.J. Redick is out there with T.J. McConnell. It's Redick on the wing. He kicks to Embiid. Back to Redick. From deep. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Noel's got his fourth rebound in this one. Back to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. Buries it down low. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. McConnell kicks to Embiid, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's his first foul. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Thunder.
That's his first personal foul. Now into the line.
Stolen by Grant, out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Sixers ball. What are you doing?
And Oklahoma City making a change here. George is checked in. Embiid inside. Noel on him. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Amir Johnson's checked in for Philadelphia.
Amir Johnson.
McConnell's scanning the floor. Passes it to Embiid. He feeds it to Johnson. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, listed as 6'9", Amir Johnson plays a lot bigger than that.
Oklahoma City shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Westbrook. A beautiful reverse layup.
I mean, that's about the only way he can score from there. Perfect use of the reverse in the face of some tough D.
McConnell kicks to Embiid. Over Noel. And Embiid's a bucket on the assist by McConnell. And that's now 9 points for Joel Embiid. It's Westbrook with the drive.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
So both teams changing it up here. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Embiid kicks to Simmons. It's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season, Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Butler from outside. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
I mean, there had to be a better option that time down the court. That's just a missed opportunity.
And there's never been any question about George's three-point range. He just goes through stretches where he knocks down the three at a ridiculous rate.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Chandler's checked in. To the inside. They get a hand on it. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
Butler against George. The 3. And the Thunder another 3.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Westbrook kicks to George. Over Butler. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Philadelphia.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Ben Simmons.
Well, anytime the offense ran through him, good things happened. His passing was awesome. He created a bunch of good looks for everyone else out there.
He hits the second from the line.
You know, when it's clear Simmons is a unique player. I mean, 6'10", a guard, can pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
Here's Westbrook. That shot off the mark. Simmons with the defensive effort. Here's Butler. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
At this point, it's just icing on the cake. Terrific run, closes it out.
You know, and Butler wasn't a starter until midway through his second season. But since then, his minutes have gone up, and his productivity has gone way up.
Redick with the bucket.
Now he's just showing off. With range like that, incredible.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Adams. They need this, and it's good on the way in.
Well, it's been a steady game for him, but he hasn't done enough to keep them from falling behind.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. And here are the Thunder now. Now, here is George.
76ers foul call. Jimmy Butler. That's his third personal. Third team foul. At the line for the Thunder, Paul George.
Throw good, Paul George. And both free throws good for Paul George. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting two.
Awesome at cutting inside. The quick feet of Simmons are hard to keep up with on the drive.
Ben Simmons.
He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Paul George. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Redick way outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
I'll tell you what, the energy in this arena, you can feel it.
Well, a well-earned victory, feeding off the energy of this hometown crowd really all night.
And Philadelphia calls time here. Guys, what do you think?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're not going to take any chances. I mean, they're going to play it out until the final whistle, no matter what the score is.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now, David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony.